Okay. So the start of the game, I'll just share you some of my observations here. For this part, ViPanda actually used already their lineup. Right off the bat, they put it there. And as you may observe in the LME lineup, they're kind of trying to shuffle things, even putting Punk there. I'm not sure if there's some kind of specific explanation there, like repositioning the guys, or maybe they are like, you know, just playing around, joking about things. And this first pick, this first choice of the lineup is kind of questionable to me. Fresh Milk is definitely their main lineup. Kim Nana is definitely their main lineup. And what is interesting here is that they chose this lineup. Could it be that they underestimated the enemies and put Lupin X, which they obviously know, or maybe not, but they obviously know. Well, ang gulo ko, pero dapat that it won't work. So going into the game number 1, it's kind of weird already. Just with the draft. Thank you, G, sa pagsend ng 75 stars. Salamat. Just with the draft, it's already... So, we're seeing... This is the tie coverage, by the way. There's a damage, pero ito lang yung quality na kaya nating maipasa. But there's a damage here. So, we are seeing peeking here. And Hidden Bush went in. A really good play there. What the Royal Guard offered in this game is not just DPS. It's not just DPS, but also can disrupt the enemy's positioning. Get a lot of aggros, pressure the enemies, and as you can see here, oh my goodness. Let me just slow it down. Hidden Bush went in. They got cornered, pretty cornered, bad positioning, a warg strike straight into the precision shot of Spider, and Lupin X also did the same thing. Spider got a double kill on the two main DPSs of LME. And they're dead together at the same spot. Kind of questionable for me there, in my opinion. That was bad. Really bad positioning here. And Peking died once again. Peking died once again on that part in game number 1. And if we slow it down even further, you're actually gonna see... Okay, let's just slow it down to 0.5. Okay, to the part where Hidden Bush, nice in there. And let's slow it down. You will see a warg strike into a true sight. And might be even a precision shot casted there. And died almost instantly. A bit of a misplay there, in my opinion. But the problem is, for the lineup of LNE, they actually don't have a true front line. Similar to what Hidden Bush can offer for the side of ViPanda. RK is just too soft. If you don't have defensive enchants like a Flea enchant, maybe just half Flea. Difficult. You're gonna melt. We've already seen that in Lupin X against Kafra Corp, like literally. Okay, so that's one. That's one of the causes of this fast game on game number 1. Well, that's the main cause. Because you don't want your DPS to just get killed right off the bat like that. And 2 DPS at that, not just 1. Bang! They were able to fight back though. Spider died also there. But immediately, a chain lightning killed a resurrected Spider here from an epiclesis with not full HP. Ayun pala, yun. Ito. Sa may left side pala dapat. Ito. Left side. Just observe the upper bar sa left side. Epiclesis casted on the lower right side probably. And then about 1/4 HP. Immediately got killed by a straight chain lightning by Faker. Nice damage there. In all of this, we don't know what's happening with Hidden Bush. I'm not sure why they're not focusing on Hidden Bush. But later, let's try to break down what Hidden Bush actually did in this match. And so that was the story of game number 1 in a nutshell. A bit of a misplay there, and I want you guys to pay attention to this. This is a chain lightning coming from Faker. Around 4.3 million damage on blow. Okay, just remember that. And that's per tick, by the way. You're gonna get hit 3 times if you're alone or if you're at the end of the target. And as you can see, Peking is dealing about 1.4 million auto Falcon. Rose Shelby is here. Peking is only dealing about 700k Falcon each. Auto Falcon, auto Blitz on Rose Shelby. And so at this point, there's actually no hope anymore for the LME lineup. Their DPSs died in the exact same positions there. They can resurrect, but as you can see, Lupin X, Spider on a triangle for Lupin X, Peking and Stephen Chow on a triangle position. And we can see that a lot of devotion coming here. And I assume Spider was just camping there on the top side. As you can see, he was chasing Peking immediately. He's not here. He's not here in this spot. They move around chasing Rose Shelby, Faker. As you can see, okay, just remember this, guys. Remember this damage. Okay, that's a 8 million lightning bolt. And here, Peking, Spider immediately killed Peking. Nice positioning. He camped on. In other POVs, I believe Spider was waiting for Peking to get resurrected. And here was the part where Blow was trying to make an epic resurrection on the Epiclesis, but too late for that. Rose Shelby is here. Quite tanky as well. I think Blow is not one of the main ABs in this round. Got decimated really fast. And the scoreboard says it all. Lupin X for the entire game just stayed on that right corner, did nothing. And Peking was able to deal quite some damage, Stephen Chow as well, but that's gonna be it for game number 1. So somehow it's like a questionable play there, a bit of a misplay on that first engagement. And so now they put in the main Archbishop, which is Fresh Milk, and they put in Kim Nana, now using their main lineup. Assumingly, this is the main lineup. Okay. So, as we can see, ViPanda is showing some confidence. Because if they don't have to change anything, like baiting a mechanic on the game, things like those, then that says something about, like, maybe they're not prepared, maybe they have doubts. But towards the entire series of these matches, ViPanda stick to their lineup, choose it like first 5 seconds. This is it. This is what we have prepared against the LME lineup. And LME seems to be kind of getting cocky on game number 1, in my opinion. Fresh Milk, he was not there. And now they choose Fresh Milk to be in. I'm not sure if maybe they prepared something for Blow. I'm not sure. But let's take a look at game number 2. Okay, another confident approach. This is the benefit. Guys, I'm pausing this a bit. This is a confident approach because they have a front line, hide on bush. I'm not sure if it's gonna get seen here. That hide on bush got a lot of aggro, got focused fired actually. Has a 54 million HP regeneration there. And the Spider got killed instantly by Peking. in that engagement. So, in this match, Peking actually did a great job in targeting. They were about... Spider was the priority in this match. Spider died. As you can see, Stephen Chow and Peking attacked Spider instantly. So, that's the target here. And Haydon Bush... Saan si Haydon Bush? Ayan, pinatay din si Faker. Alright. Haydon Bush killed the... Probably a Devo there. Peking killed Spider once again. Valkyrie is just running here. So probably in the communications, they already know. It's a loss. As you can see, Valkyrie is doing absolutely nothing here. That means you will understand from the comms itself. It's out. Let's go out. Let's go out of this. He's just running away. They know the battle is already lost even though they're not wiped out yet. So, a nice job here by the Opera Phantom. Nice targeting there. Can't do much about that Peking damage. And the Kinana damage as well. And so, here's the part where Valkyrie was able to pull off an epiclesis. And... LME is doing great here. Actually doing a good job here. They just stayed here in this part. Camping on those dead bodies. A lot of dead bodies here actually. This is Faker. This is Johnny Chow. This is Haydon Bush on the lower left side. Valkyrie did a great epiclesis there. Capturing all the three alive. And look at this. Where is Spider in all of this mess? Spider resetting. Not getting super aggressive, not fighting, probably waiting, buying time, waiting for a right moment. And as you can see, that's great positioning there from Spider actually. And Valkyrie as well. Big place. Spider is just far away, trying to avoid all the mess that's happening there. And immediately killed Peking. And killed Stephen Chow. Probably as precision shot casted there. But still, the LME was able to bounce back in this part. Mamaya makikita natin yung details ng damage. Okay, 9 million. What's that? So, at this point... Still losing, no? And here's the point where you can see Peking missing a lot on Valkyrie. Let's slow it down. Okay, let's mark this. Okay. Medyo naglalag. Yan. Falcon Assault 9 million by Peking. So what does that tell us? This damage is so huge against a Valkyrie level of Archbishop. And as you can see here, Jupiter Thunder by Stephen Chow is only 2.5 million. Well, Archbishops are naturally Archbishops are actually naturally tanky against magic. But this is different. 9 million Falcon Assault. And as you can see, let's wait a lot. Chain Lightning 2.4 million each. And if we go back here, in this part where Valkyrie got Falcon Assault, there, you will have an estimate of how much AP he has. 9, 9, 9, 9. Probably around 45 million to 50 million max HP. So he's using a lots of max HP. That's a lot of beat enchants. Probably Eclipse Ring or maybe a talisman. Vit talisman. But we know the magic damage is very low. 1.8 million Chain Lightning by these godlike warlocks. And so I suspect that the blocks that they are mentioning, because this damage is so weak, really weak. Because what, 2 million per tick only on a 50 million HP Archbishop? Magic damage can be blocked by Kyrie. You have Kyrie and Psalm, and that's it. And this is the power of Valkyrie science. This is magic damage reduction plus anti-physical in the form of Flee. Not a physical reflect with magic reflect, but an anti-magic plus Flee build on Valkyrie right here. It's obvious. It's obvious. You remember the damage of Faker against the priests? Of course, it depends on the progression. Against the priest of LME, 4.3M, 4M, Lightning Bolt is 8 million, 9 million, things like those. And as you can see here, Holy Light was casted by Fresh Milk. You got a 9792 damage. This will already give you an idea that there's a reflect coming from Valkyrie. Holy Light is getting used here to cancel the effect of Kyrie Elysion. It's gonna cancel the effect of Kyrie Elysion. So a very good play here by Fresh Milk, by the way. Really, really good play there. That's the right thing to do. But as we can see here, mobility seems to be playing a huge part in Valkyrie's Valkyrie here. 2.5 million only. And picking is not hitting. And so I don't think there's anything else to complain about this. The regen was about 25 to 30 million, depending on the pets being used. The damage of the magic is 2.4 million without any legitimate way to actually cancel the regeneration. How would you kill a mobile Archbishop that you cannot hit with physical damage with Flee? Because there's Flee. And the magic damage seems to be lacking. So, from here, we would have idea on what Valkyrie went for in terms of build. There's a reflect, probably a reflect plus PvP magic damage reduction. We can only assume that. We don't know. We don't actually know. But what we know is, it's not normal for this Kim Nana and Stephen Chow to deal only 2M damage on magic. And Faker dealing 4M to 5M, 8M on their priests. So, yun. Okay. May nagre-reklamo pa ulit-ulit daw. Huwag ka manood. Nire-review natin play by play. Na-analyze natin yung matches. Okay. Kung hindi mo trip yung ganitong content, you can watch elsewhere. This is not a shoutcast. This is not like an official review. I don't have time to make an official review. I'm not getting paid to do this, by the way, by ROX. So this is just on my free time here. I'm reviewing this actually on the go with you guys, just so you can observe. So if you have any complaints, just go. Okay, this is a review. This is not a live game. This is not a shoutcast. We were reviewing the semifinals match. The quarterfinals match last night. Okay, so I'm sorry if you think this is getting repeated all over again. Okay, hindi kasi legit naman di ba? Nagre-review tayo ng matches, of course, paulit-ulit. If I let me just pause this real quick. If I had the time to make an actual video with the summary already, then I would love to do so. But this is just my free time actually. So I don't have time to cut and paste and make some timestamps on whatever is here. I don't have time for those. I have different things to do. I have a lot of things to do during daytime. Okay. So I'm really sorry. I apologize if you think this is repeated. If you don't like this type of content, there are a lot of content creators that you can actually watch much faster, probably. So ayan. Okay na ba tayo doon? Pasensya na boss Pasensya na mga boss. Pasensya na mga boss Okay. So this time hindi talaga tumatama si Peking kay Valkyrie. But we are seeing a huge damage there coming from the Falcon, yung manual Falcon Assault, and some good damage from the magic. 2 million chain lightning. I'm not sure what was that. And so here, there's a funny thing happened here in this part. Valkyrie resurrected Johnny Cho, ran away, and Johnny Cho got killed by the Mistress. Alam niyo yung yung talent ng Mistress? Yung nakaka one hit ng kalaban, RNG. Meron 'yon, one hit KO talaga yan, RNG. Yung Fatal Sting, ayun, kita niyo Fatal Sting casted here. Fatal Sting. Yan. Nagka siya ng Fatal Sting, hindi pumasok. Nakataka siya. And another Fatal Sting was able to kill Johnny Chow. If it happened on Valkyrie, it might be over at that point. So, other rumors said that Peking had 104% final hit in this match. And so, at least, that's gonna be at least 204% on Valkyrie. So, wala talagang tumatama. As in, absolutely zero damage hit. Okay. So let's compare at this part. We can actually see something interesting. May mention to nung ni Justin kanina sa subscribers GC natin. In terms of sa Warlocks, pag-usapan natin yung mga Warlocks. Faker is mostly using the single target burst damage skills. Puro lightning bolt, chain lightning, puro ganun yung kinakas niya. Not much storm gas, not much LOV. As you can see, he's fighting here. Single target, chain lightning, lightning bolt, and as you can see, a lot of the damage coming from the Kimnana, a lot of the skills coming from Kimnana and Stephen Chow is actually more on the storm gas and the LOV side. And I believe it's not gonna be effective in the whale tier battle. I believe it's not gonna be effective. Correct me if I'm wrong to the Warlock users. Warlock is already a damager build in this match because there are two Archbishops with offered blessing, two offered blessing. Someone is wearing a Guardian shield and a Rosamunda shield. So it's almost impossible with the special effect of those shields. It's almost impossible to actually control someone right now. Lots of people using Orc Hero, lots of people using Wormtail. So I'm not sure if that's gonna be one factor as well, because in the scoreboards it seems as though Faker was able to deal more damage compared to either Kimnana and Stephen Chow. This is game number 2. I'm gonna pause on the scoreboards. Sabi ni John Reyes, wag daw pa ulit-ulit. Alam mo sa stars. Kasi talo ata yung tinaya niya sa talpakan, baka sa eliminate sa stars. Hindi. Ina-explain ko lang No offense man. Ina-explain ko lang guys. Kasi match review to. Alam naman, hindi to shoutcast. If you want to see the commentating, it was last night. Ended last night. So let's review the scoreboard. That skill choice probably would have made the difference here in the scoreboard. Nakapost to Sabihin nyo, patigil-tigil. Patigil-tigil. So, in this part, you're gonna see Faker with 500 million damage. And Kimnana and Stephen Chow only has 320 million each. So that means, and I believe that's because they were using one reason, and they were using too much Stormgas and Lord of Vermilion, which I think I don't believe that it's gonna be effective in this kind of match, especially in a whale versus whale. It's all about like only chain lightning bolt continuously, frost driver. Only those two skills, it's gonna be enough already in terms of damage. And another factor that made this happen is because Valkyrie went for the magic damage reduction. If you're gonna compare, I don't believe that Faker is overall stronger than Kimnana or Stephen Chow. Probably a bit, probably close. But if you look at, if you remember what I said earlier, yung sa damage discrepancy, iba talaga yung damage ni Faker. Iba talaga yung damage ni Faker compared to the damage of Kimnana. And that's why Faker was able to get a lot of damage there. It's not Spider that's dealt a lot of damage. Of course, Spider killed a lot. Spider helps the team gain a lot of momentum. Pero Faker, siya yung tumutunaw sa Priest. 4 million each on the chain lightning. So ayun, yun yung nangyari. Plus 15 ba si Spider? Sarap tingnan nung bigay nila na picking. I don't think Spider is full plus 15. Peking has a lot of plus 15, but Spider, hindi ko sure eh. Alam ko plus 14 yung parehas nilang weapon. So, ano pa ba yung observe natin doon? Hindi natin masyado nakita. Try natin balikan si, mamaya, si Haydon Bush. Of course, we all know RG provides a lot of tankiness sa team. So, this is game number 3. And Peking seems to be playing safe already at this point. Not going forward. Nice positioning there from Peking and nice targeting. Stephen Chow again burst down. Stephen Chow was burst down by Spider. Peking burst down the Spider. Spider is dead. Precision is over. And again, the misses. That fatal sting, dangerous. Yan. So, in this match, as you can see, the firepower of Opera Phantom, of LME is far superior. But it's always just Valkyrie with that anti-physical flea and anti-magic gears. There's just no way to explain this. The damage of those people is so low. And we already saw the magic reflection on the Holy Light. And still, Peking keeps on chasing. Teka lang. This is something that you should also observe. Peking is also missing on Johnny Chow. Right. So we know that Johnny Chow is running some, not an ultra high flea, but quite high as well. As you can see, miss. All right. So meaning, a lot of the damage output are getting wasted here, and that helps Johnny Chow survive actually in the most crucial moments. And Johnny Chow's positioning is very nice, very good. Tingnan niyo yung damage sa kanya ng chain lightning Ayan I'm not sure. These are just my theories, guys. By the way, sa build ni Valkyrie, but I don't think it should only be like that. Na ganun lang kahina yung damage ng probably a reflect accessory, gold reflect accessory with the PvP magic damage reduction. I'm not sure. The regen is quite high as well at 25 million. So yeah. Teka, makikita natin si Haydon Bush somewhere around here, I think. Malakas yung damage ni Haydon Bush, around 3 million per shield skill, I believe. So ito na naman. Laging it's always the same that Johnny Chow is always getting some opening because they're chasing on Valkyrie, and Johnny Chow and Valkyrie are on opposite sides. Tingnan nyo, nababaliw sila. So putang-putang lang si Johnny Chow dito and will be able to do something again. Pinahabol talaga, pinipilit. I'm not sure what happened there. Why they keep on chasing Valkyrie? They should have known, they should have seen the damage. The physical damage does not go through, and the damage of the magic is so weak. It's 2 million against a 50 million HP. No way they're gonna kill Valkyrie here. At game 2, they should have already observed that. Of course, there's a mistress. Baka sakali, yung mistress tumusok. Patay. So si Haydon Bush not really focused well on the POVs. Pero malaki yung damage ng shield niya. Sakit ng damage ni Peking dito kay Johnny Chow. I'm not sure kung naka-anti-magic talaga si Valkyrie dito, but I feel like he's using an anti-magic gears. Or maybe the refine is just too high, plus 15, but that's not normal. Epicless is dito. Ito yung crucial part. A big plays coming out of LME here. And they should have continued doing this instead. Casting Epicless is a nice cancel there by Fresh Milk. And another nice cancel there by Rose Shelby. Tama ba? Si Rose Shelby ba yung nandun? And then Epicless is here. But by the way, Valkyrie can be frozen. By the way, nakita natin yan na freeze siya at some point. And nagcast sila ng lightning bolt at this point. Peking is still attacking Valkyrie right now. And here's the part where Spider already got resurrected. Ibang POV to, hindi natin makita, but Spider was left there around the corner. And Peking was hitting Faker somewhere there. And here, Kim Nana killed Peking. This is the mistress, I think. The fatal sting, maybe. Because they named their pets Kim Nana. Makikita yan sa replay. Faker's pet is named Kim Nana. Ayun no, Kim Nana. Yung isang mistress. So baka tumama yung pet. Kaya ganon. And that's gonna be the end of it. It's super quick. They left Spider unattended there sa may corner. And yun. Basically, one of the biggest errors that LME actually did here was that Peking kept on chasing Valkyrie. Even used precision shot on multiple locations on Valkyrie, knowing he's not hitting. And what surprises me is that they already met on KVM with Valkyrie on Super Flea. And some of the details that I want to share is Spider's lifesteal is around 400. Let me just find something. 400k. And for Peking, it was about 700k lifesteal. I'm not sure if there are lifesteal gears there, but that says something a lot about the character progression maybe. Teka lang, hanapin ko lang Baka sakali may mahanap tayo na video. Basta 700k yung lifesteal ni Spider. And Roger X's Ranger has 1 million lifesteal. So ayun. So I think that's what happened here. I don't think there's anything like GTB bug. It's just that they don't have enough damage. We've seen it at 2.5 million by a level 15 glass time enchant. Oh my goodness. That's a disrespect. 1.4 million chain lightning only. Diba? Kita nyo? So, kung magka-Kyrie yan, 50 HP, ilan ang HP na kayang i-block ng Kyrie? Mabablock talaga yung magic. And there are 2 ABs. Sun plus Kyrie, mabablock talaga yun. Diba? Ayun, naka-reflect pa nga Obviously, diba? Naka-reflect. Obviously, may anti-magic gears to. Probably cards, probably that accessory or the talisman with magic plus PvP magic damage reduction. I don't know. We can only, kumbaga, hulaan lang natin. We can only guess. But that's gonna be it. I think that's gonna be the summary here. And in terms of Hydon Bush, not much POV on Hydon Bush. But he dealt she dealt a lot of damage. Hindi ko lang maalala kung ano yung timestamp. But for the most part, the contribution really is that additional tankiness on her teammates and additional aggro to make an opening for the team, as well as additional damage. Actually, not just additional damage, a lot of damage. And Hydon Bush probably was using a DPS one-hand shield type. We saw her using a Rose Shield, a 50 million HP regen. That's gonna be Rose Shield, of course. And a talisman, probably a high penetration talisman. Shield damage, I'm not sure which time stamp it is, but we saw around 2.5 to 3 million shield. I'm not sure what kind of shield skill was that. But basically, that's it for Hydon Bush. And Hydon Bush is using a wolf pet, desert wolf pet, to cover for the haste needed. An ultra high level desert wolf pet can provide the haste needed for the build to work. Masyado siya malambot because DPS siya with a lot of HP and a lot of HP block. So ayun. In terms of the ABs naman, there are some weird plays but they're actually quite decent. Yung archbishops, lahat ng archbishops dito. But I would like to commend the positioning of Johnny Chow. Really, really nice positioning. For him to be able to survive in this tier, it's not a joke. He's way undergeared and underleveled for this match. Level 89 lang yan si Johnny Chow. Konti pa ng skill points and talagang malambot siya. Kita nyo naman ginugulpi siya ng malala Ay no, may ano naman siya, free area. casting Angelus, getting a lot of aggro, malilito na naman sila. Tignan nyo, magkalayo sila ni Valkyrie. You can't catch them together. And Johnny Chow is just running away. She's just running away. And they still keep on chasing Valkyrie. And I think this is... So ito, Faker, ayan na. Tingnan nyo ang skill choice ni Faker. A lot of, this is a confirmation. Chain lightning. Lots of damage dealt. Chain lightning ka lang ng chain lightning, ang daming tinamaan doon, nabawasan. And whereas the warlocks of the other side, ang daming, may LOB pa, may mga ganun-ganun pa. Ito, rekta, chain lightning bolt. So ayun siguro yung mga masishare ko sa inyo. I'm not, baka meron kayo napansin pa. Let's check the comments kung meron pa kayong mga napansin na mga kakaiba dito. Yan. Sabi Shinesi, kala mo, you would think that Valkyrie is just running, but he's giving some space to Johnny Chow. Yes. And that's why, that's one of the mistakes of LME. They should have just camped on some of these people. But they got greedy on Valkyrie on game number 2. Should not repeat the same mistake at game number 3. But probably, I'm not sure what's happening. Of course, being in the game, you're gonna have a different mental state when you're in the game. So that's acceptable, guys. It's part of the competition to get nervous, to not be able, to be unable to think clearly. But that's it. Outclassed. Kumbaga outclassed. They had some good, really good plays here, especially here. Almost got wiped. ViPanda got wiped. Like, what kind of damage is that? May napansin daw si Boss DL. Ayaw sabihin muna. Baka maganda na. Shoutout pala Daddy DL. Yan. Thank you sa mga nagpadalas ng stars sa atin. Salamat. And si Romnick, ano ba itong analysis na to? Pa-comment. Wala ba dyan? Commentary na walang comment. Yan. Teka, let's just read some comments. I'll go to YouTube. Yan. Naghihintay daw si Spidey sa precision shot skill. Sabi ni Aaron Manaig, Guardian Shield plus Mercenary certificate item from Valkyrie Mediatic. Yes, maybe. And because if you're gonna look at the formula, and if we look at the gear of choice, I'm not sure what kind of gears LME Warlocks used. But if it was more on the intelligence side, and if Valkyrie chose that anti-magic side, it's not gonna pierce through. And kaya ganyan. Level 15 GH, guys. Oh my goodness. 2 million lang. Para kang naging joke time. Ang lakas ng lifesteal mo. Ang lakas ng lifesteal mo, pero yung damage mo, 2 million. Ferdy Febrian, I'm also found you from ROX. Thank you so much for dropping by. Yan. Do you think Red Panda will have hard time fighting Valkyrie than LikMaiEs since their firepower seems to rely on their rangers? I'm not sure really. It depends on the kind of preparation that they actually did. Yan. So, ayun. Teka, hanap tayo ng comments. I'm gonna read some comments. Sabi ni Justin, partida na yan. Matagal na raw sila Kim Nana, etc. Nakain na ng Facebook. But let's see. Bago magsimula, pwede daw pang mind gaming kaya nag-dex si Spider. PvE gears kasi nila yung dex, guys. Laging dex yung suot nun pag nasa labas. Teka, let's just check some comments, guys. Pasensya na, guys, dun sa mga natin kanina. Yan. Salute sa nag-build kay Valkyrie, grabe. Yan, sabi ni Shines. Yeah, di ba? Ganda. So, ayun, basically, I think LME had a real chance here. But the problem is, it will be a battle of attrition. They're gonna have to play on the timer. And that's also, we can't blame them for getting greedy on Valkyrie. Remember, the game number 1, they got run over. But probably game number 2, they're hungry to actually take that revenge on the side of the ViPanda. So baka gusto nilang gumante, and nanggigil sila kay Valkyrie, Hanggang game number 3, umabot yung gigil nila. And at the same time, logically, it's also gonna be risky because Valkyrie can keep on resurrecting the team. Of course, I believe that's the better way to go about it. But it's still risky anyhow. Kasi, paano kung ma-last minute kayo ng crucial epiclesis? Ganun din eh. Yung last minute na paluan. So, malala yun. And here, we are seeing Peking focusing still on auto-attack and not using that 9 million Falcon Assault that we saw earlier. The manual Falcon Assault. It's not the Auto Falcon, that's the manual Falcon Assault. It was 9 million damage at some point here. So it would have been better because that skill will not miss. Paired with some of the wizard skills, although not that strong. Pero ang sakit nung 9 million, guys. Ang sakit nun. So yan. Sabi nila yan, si HOB magdadala laban sa Red Panda kung kaya pa mag-pure reflect. Si Valkyrie may mag-full reflect kung may set ang AP. Yeah. Yan. Wala raw masabi si Nick kung wala Valk kitang-kita na. Yes, and I agree. It's the Valkyrie's magic. The science of Valkyrie actually was the one that played a huge part here. As well as, of course, it's a team effort. They actually did great. Their movements around the map shows that they have a good foresight on what's gonna happen. They're gonna get wiped, almost wiped. They're very, very fast to respond. They already positioned themselves on a safe spot. Valkyrie was already running away when they were in danger and just trying to buy some time for that revenge kill. And we saw Spider at the upper left corner here nung sa isang part na naghihintay lang talaga siya ng precision. Hindi greedy, hindi nagwa-warg strike sa mukha. Guys, he's not using warg strike on the enemy's precision shot. Yan, sabi ni Justin, kaya sana nila chain disable epiclesis 2 pros driver plus 2 legs. Yes. My warlock teammate actually pointed that out. Why did they cast a lightning bolt on that epiclesis thing? You know your damage is not enough. Maybe they don't have experience playing actually in a tier wherein the AB is unkillable. That's understandable for the whales. But you know, things happen. Kasi sa atin, for us, for the normal people, for the usual players in the low to mid tier PvP, we know when to abandon the AB. We don't chase the AB. We wait for the ranger, and when that ranger gets resurrected, that's gonna be automatically himmed, automatically get gangbanged, automatically would die. Diba? We don't do the chasing on a super duper tanky AB at all. We know when to abandon, we know when to stop. So maybe that's not something that is usually happening in the high tier or the whale tier PvP. Because of course, like I've always been saying, these people are probably would lack practice and the actual experience on close and tight PvP matches. Because most of this, that's gonna be true for most of the servers, because they are super strong and most of their enemies in the KVM will just get one hit. So, ayan. Pag start na raw yung laban, view natin daw para makita mo mga gamit at stats nila. Hindi natin makikita eh. Kinokopya lang kasi nila yung ano eh. So, yeah. So, let's wrap it up at that. A bit of misplace and the dominance of PvP builds of ViPanda actually did well for them in that match. And they were able to knock out LME because of that.